Okay, I was asked to show how I trim faces on pet Havanese, and Panda's not quite as long as a puppy would be, but she's long enough that I want to trim her again, so I figured I'd use her as a model. Obviously your puppies are really shaggy, but if you push her hair forward, she's a little shaggy. So what I do is push their, what you'd call their bangs forward, and then I use thinning shears, and I just come around from the outside corner in front of the corner of their ears and come straight across the top, trimming this all back. Hold on to their beard while you're doing it so you don't have any accidents. Bring it forward again. Oh, I know, it's such a terrible life. And again, do this side. Down toward the corner of the ear again. If you were a real groomer, you'd be able to hold your scissors and your comb in the same hand, but I'm not, so I don't. And then this stuff, I've seen a lot of them groomed so that this looks like a helmet. I hate that look. So I actually trim this stuff back too, just feathering it into the top. Like that. And then I start to come in closer around the eyes. Again, you want to hold their chin hair so you make sure that you don't hit their eyes. Never ever trim this hair under the eyes. Even with your puppies, I know that at this point they're standing straight up in their eyes and you're really tempted to trim this hair under the eyes. Believe me, it will lie down, and if you trim that now, you're going to be trimming it for the rest of their lives, and it's a real pain in the neck. If you leave it alone, it will lie down and it won't be a problem later on. See, she's got a little bit of stuff still standing up here, and I'm just going to take the thinning shears, thin that out a little bit more so she doesn't look like alfalfa. There you go. Just a little tiny bit that needs to be thinned there. Okay, and then as far as beards are concerned, and this is up to you, I know a couple of people who like to leave their Havanese, even in a pet trim, they like their Havanese to have longer beards. I like, if you're going to have a puppy cut, I like to have a puppy face also, which means a shorter beard. Hold their mouth shut, which is not easy to do, but it's really important because you can cut their tongue if you're not careful. And just round this up a little bit. And with time, they'll get used to this. I'm going to say, forget it, I don't want to have it done. Hers is fairly short already, so I'm not going to take a lot off. But I know you don't like it. And then to do the other side, you do this same thing on the opposite side. And don't forget under here, because if you let this get too long, it just completely changes the look of their head. You want them to have a chin. Good girl. Yeah. Whoops. There we go. There they go. Can you comb out your face and see how you look? Yes, you pretty girl. Yes. I know you don't like me to hold you by your chinny chin chin, huh? I know you don't like it, but it's too bad. And again, hers is not long, but if the beard starts to get long, then you want to trim that off too. I don't think hers really needs it right now, but you don't want this part to get too long either. So, and I also like the ears to stay relatively short. Again, I don't think hers really need it right now, but you want to feel for the ear flap. Make sure you don't cut that. Here's her ear flap right in there. And cover the ear flap with your finger and hold the ear out like this and trim along this way. And you want to trim following the curve of the ear, and then when you have it lie down flat, it looks even. And again, I use the trimming shears for that. You can trim it with, I like the curved shears better, but you can even trim it with flat shears and then go back over it with the trimming shears. And do the same thing on this side. Just follow the curve of the ear, making sure that you're covering up the flap so you don't cut you never want, you want to cause a lot of bleeding, cut the ear flap. Don't do that. And again, it's a matter of your preference. Some people like long ears on their Havanese. I think that Havanese in a puppy cut with long ears end up looking too spaniely, so I don't like it. I like them with shorter ears. But right now she was cut down really short when we had the puppies, and so her various parts like her legs and her ears are still kind of growing out. So I think her ears are fine for right now. But so that's how I do faces.